All right, I'll go ahead and call the meeting. Start with our Pledge of Allegiance. Michael, are we rolling today? Al, each other? All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. I'm going to ask for approval of the agenda with a couple changes. Item number 13 on the agenda, Headwaters of the South Skunk River Watershed Management Authority 28E agreement. That has been taken care of. That was taken care of on September 2nd. I printed it off and
we've already passed it.
Yeah, it's already done. So
I think all they wanted was a legally signed and notarized form.
Okay, so we can take care of that after the meeting today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And I believe that is the
liquor license.
What's that?
The application for the liquor license.
And the application for the liquor license after further review, item number 14. The facility is actually located in Franklin County and the applicant withdrew license after they were notified. So items 13 and 14 are withdrawn. So I could ask for approval of the agenda with those two changes, please.
Motion to approve.
I will second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Next, I can ask for approval of the minutes from 9th, 12th, 12th chat log, 17th minutes, 17th chat log.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval for claims for payment dated February 24th, 2021 for your consideration this morning.
Motion to approve the claims for payment for February 24th, 2021.
I will second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thomas, emergency management update.
So, been a fairly busy week. Had a couple of fires, and yesterday we had a gas leak up in Ackley where ice fell off the roof and broke the gas line off the business side of the meter. So that was a call out for gas leak. And then we've been doing doing all the planning with the COVID, and we're starting to plan with Iowa Falls on spring flooding and ice jam potential, and starting those discussions with their city workers and whether to put some concrete blocks out ahead and try to prevent having to sandbag in the emergent situations. So starting that process.
Hey, you mentioned the ice falling off and hitting the gas line. Later down the line, we have $5,000 in here.
Yeah, so we've got the snow guard in there, and after a lot of discussion with multiple people, we had two bids, and the one was a plastic type spike that went on each valley, and then the other one was double bar, so it's a custom made bar by the Powers Construction that they have made for them, and that will prevent the ice from falling off of the roof onto. And so on the north side of our building is the entryway that all the people used for during jury and public use of the building is in that north door, plus any work that goes on outside the garage is right there on that north side. On the south side of the building is the gas meter and the piping coming into the building, the generator, and the air conditioning units. I think there's one or two air conditioning units sitting on that south side. So our recommendation is to get that snow guard on as soon as possible, whenever Powers can get to it with the ice off, and whether or not whatever, but get those on to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, it's not going to prevent it from coming down. It's going to prevent it from coming down in large chunks.
Yeah, the biggest, with the one that, with that bar, the biggest gap would be this much from the valley to the ridge, and anything sliding under it, but it shouldn't melt by the time it gets underneath that. But it'll prevent the large chunks, because right now we've got chunks that are probably 2 to 3 feet wide and long that are coming down. And so it's a huge safety issue.
Okay. Next, I'd ask for Rocky to give us our.
She is not on, and David's not on it.
Okay. We'll just,
I can.
yeah, Thomas, do you want to give an update on where we're at public health?
So we are still getting our 300 doses per week, and Rocky continues to schedule the Iowa Falls Clinic at the Iowa Falls Fire Department and the Eldora Fire Department Clinic. They do about 100 at each one. They do it on a morning and an afternoon. And then she is making sure that the second doses are coming out. There was an article on KCCI last night that Polk County, some of those folks are not getting their second doses. So her and I talked about that last night, and that's not part of the problem. Is going to be is that now the state has publicized everywhere people can get their vaccine. And so now we're starting to get people calling in from Polk County wanting their second dose, but we only have that same amount, and she allocates that as it comes. She has it allocated out. So we just talked about it this morning that if you were vaccinated today, we know we're getting 300 doses. So you get vaccinated today, you're already booked for 28 days out, 4 weeks out. And you know that on that date, you're coming back in and get your second dose. And when she's doing the allocations every week, she has that figured in.
Right.
So we're pretty
set aside and
yeah. Out of the 300 doses coming in, she knows that she needs this many in second doses for that week. And then the next day is new doses. So it's split up every week.
Okay.
One day is new. The second day is second dose.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Utility permits, none. Secondary roads.
The only real update, Union Pacific Railroad called me yesterday. They're going to be repairing the bridge over 175. It got hit last year. So they'll be closing Highway 175 and detouring onto the Sherman Blacktop for a while.
Okay.
It's a little convoluted because we also have the bridge closed to the north of Sherman Blacktop, but I think it should all be okay since it's just a temporary closure. It's not like they're replacing the bridge.
And when we find out when that'll happen, we will coordinate with the Iowa DOT and try to publicize that, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
No dates yet.
Right. All right. This time I can ask Michael to open public comments, please.
This is Donna.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning. Is Angela Sylvie in?
I'm in.
Angela, I have a couple questions. Did you and Hardin County employees send out absentee ballot request forms that were already filled out, or were they blank?
They were blank.
Were these forms destroyed or thrown out after they were returned to the county?
No.
Are they available for inspection should someone want to see them?
Yes.
Were there groups outside of Hardin County government which sent voter request forms that were already filled out?
Yes.
In response to false allegations that are currently being spread, one would expect that each and every county supervisor would stand up in defense of our county and our county employees and state that our county government did not break the law and did not commit fraud. One would expect that our county attorney would want to, at the very least, look at those supposedly fraudulent request forms and issue a statement that Hardin County is innocent of these false allegations. One would also hope that our current and newly elected county auditor would check this out and stand up for her employees by saying this did not happen. Our county employees should not have their reputations tarnished and damaged simply because our state senator either does not know the difference between government forms and campaign propaganda, or that she appears in gossip.
Okay, thank you, Donna. Other public comment?
It's Julie Dunn. I have a comment and a question. Yes, Senator Sweeney's attempt to defame Jessica Lara with her accusation of fraud was simply stunning. And it's very sad when dishonesty apparently becomes a feature and not a flaw with that party. My question is for Mr. Meyer, where are you on the case, Julie Towns' case concerning her misappropriation of funds? Will charges ever be made? Will that money be recouped somehow? Thank you.
All right. Other public comment?
Is there no response to that, Mr. Meyer? I see you're on here. You have a response?
Mr. Meyer's not here at the meeting this morning.
Who's D. Meyer then? He's on the participant.
Oh, he probably doesn't have a microphone on the computer.
Then I would expect next week to have a response. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Julie.
Yes, I have a couple of questions too.
Morning, Pauline.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that ice falling from the shed there in Ackley, and he mentioned something about jury over there. What's going on with that? I thought all jury was held in Eldora.
I'll take care of it. Daryl did answer too, by the way.
Okay. Pauline, Tom Creighton, our emergency management coordinator, explained that yesterday there was a piece of ice that fell off of a roof of a commercial business in Ackley, and it sheared gas. Right. That had nothing to do with jury duty. He just said that at our building here on Edgington in Eldora, we're going to put ice guard up so we can secure and make the building safe as people enter the building for regular business and for jury selection, because due to the social distancing, the district court judges have been conducting jury selection at our emergency operations center building. So two different things, Pauline.
Oh, okay. I guess it came across to me different, and it made it sound, I guess I interpreted that as being jury over in Ackley. Okay, sorry about that. And then I guess I'd like to comment on that too. I called Annette Sweeney and talked to her about the article in the paper, and I found it quite interesting that she has lived here for many, many years, kind of all of her life, or anyway, married life, and did not even know who Jessica Lara was, and didn't even know that she was Republican. She argued with me at that, and I said, well, the only time she wasn't was this time because of that there was problems, so she ran as an independent. But I challenged her to produce these so-called friends of hers, and so we could clear this up. And she said, oh, she couldn't do that because she promised these so-called friends she'd keep them and wouldn't identify their names and stuff. And if there's going to be these allegations put out there by her, I'm tired, quite frankly. We've had 4 years of nothing but lies. I'm tired of lies, really by both parties.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and answer, Pauline. I think these concerns, I don't know what's been alleged or not alleged, but those allegations should probably go through the chain of command through the county auditor's office if you're not satisfied there, to Secretary of State Paul Pate's office as the Chief Elections Commissioner in the state of Iowa. Heidi Burnham would be the person that, if you're not satisfied with going through the chain of command here at the county, to contact Secretary Pate's office and Heidi Burnham's office. So, but yes. And Julie, I want to follow up. Attorney Meyer did respond that it says the investigation is moving forward. He typed in the chat, I am here, investigation is moving forward.
Okay.
So,
okay, but can we do anything about these? I mean, you guys are elected officials too, so can we stop some of this lying and stuff that's going on? I mean, I want to see it stopped through, you know, all parties in whatever there is going on, and be held accountable for all lies and smears that we're putting on there. Democrats, Republicans, independents, everybody, and let's be accountable for the words and actions that we're putting out there from this time forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Pauline. Okay, other public comment. Okay. Then we'll move to item number 12, a motion amending the motion to set time and date for public hearing on fiscal year 2022 maximum property tax levy. So Auditor Peters.
Yes, we could have the public hearing to vote on the max levy as early as the 9th of March. And that's a Tuesday. So if you want to do it a separate day than the supervisors meeting, I can leave that up to you. But the 9th is the first day we can do it.
I would prefer to just keep it on a Wednesday if we can.
Okay.
So do it the 10th.
Okay.
And do you have a preferred time?
9:02. Like at the top of the meeting then that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently the motion's to have it on the 3rd, correct?
Correct.
So I'll make a motion amending the motion to set the time and date for the public hearing fiscal year 2022 max property tax levy to be moved from March 3rd to March 10th at 9:02 in large conference room or via Zoom.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
AM.
AM, yes.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I'm going to have is item number 15, approve the contribution of $5,000 for snow guard at the EOC building.
I'll make a motion to approve the contribution of $5,000 for the snow guard at the EOC building.
I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Yes, I talked to Jody. The money can come out of his budget for that. I know one of the concerns were, why don't we just wait till spring? Winter's about all over. Thomas already answered that question, why it's important to get it done right now.
Correct. Okay, And for the public, the estimates and everything were listed as part of the meeting documents online. All those in favor of approving the $5,000 for snow guard at the EOC, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, I have one change of status at the Hardin County Sheriff's Office.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for Jensen Hall, effective February 16th, 2021. It's a hiring as a correctional officer at $16.48 an hour.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Other business, Lance?
None.
Renee?
None.
I have one point of other business. I encourage people to, in the Iowa Falls, you get out and vote in your school bond referendum election on Tuesday. So with that being said, I can ask for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.